Here we have Bandai's perfect grade Strike Freedom, tweaked by Kakito Hajime, released in December 2010. It's the 9th unique mobile suit design to be released in the PG series. The Strike Freedom comes with a limited number of accessories, 2 beams, a beam shield, and a display base. It also has the standard light-up eye gimmick, but this time in gold. The other items make up part of the actual suit design, like the beam rifles which attach to the side of the hips, the Dragoon system mounted on the back, Dragoon being short for Disconnected, Rapid, Armament, Group, Overlook, Operation, Network, and I thought Gerwalk was a mouthful. Unlike most of my Gundam reviews, this kit has been partially painted and completely top coated with a matte finish, except for all the gold parts which are still out of box. The majority of the stickers included have been applied. The only exception to this are the 2 beam rifles, which are still in their out of box state without stickers. The suit's original navy blue has been repainted with a rustOleum's navy blue that has a slightly richer colour with a hint of violet. Also, the lighter blue parts of the Dragoon system have been sprayed with a slightly darker shade of blue. Finally, the light grey parts have been changed, with the side rail cannons now a rustOleum Espresso. The collar, the thrusters in the backpack, and the chest vents are covered in a chrome effect paint. Strike Freedom comes with the standard level of articulation expected from a perfect grade. For the ease of handling, I've done the articulation demo without the Dragoon system, as depending on how the Dragoons are posed, it doesn't necessarily limit the range of motion. But when it does, the backpack generally blocks shoulders, thereby reducing the arm's rotation, while the legs remain mostly unaffected. The shoulders have a pop-up gimmick to reveal the inner frame, and on the forearm there is an attachment for the beam shield. It also has the usual cockpit hatch. The hands are reused from the 00 and fully posable with individually jointed fingers. There is some rotation in the waist. Those things spin around. The hips include the standard rotation gimmick. On the Strike Freedom, this can be used to extend the legs a little, making the kit stand a little taller, but not by much. The side rail cannons can be rotated around to the back and locked into position. At the same time, a port is revealed on the side, allowing the beam rifles to be attached. The legs can do the normal 180, and the feet have a ratchet feature to help the Strike Freedom stand without the display base. It's nice to see some chrome pistons amongst all that gold. Balance is an issue for this kit. The display stand is required for peace of mind, as the backpack is heavier than the actual suit, and without the stand, the Strike Freedom suffers from forward lean. The mobile suit is actually held up by the backpack when on the display stand. The Dragoons have 3 points of articulation. The Dragoons can rotate on the arm attachment. The arm attachment rotates on the backpack, and can also be moved inwards and outwards. The main feature of this kit is the Dragoon system, which has a special locking feature to aid in the display of burst mode. By turning the front and back Dragoon pair, it spreads out each of the 4 Dragoons, locking them out. From there, each individual Dragoon can be popped out, revealing the gold inner frame. The 2 beam rifles have a combination gimmick to create an extended single rifle. While simple, there is a satisfactory transformation with some automorphing parts. This mech tech is kinda cool. What I look for in any kit, and especially a perfect grade, was it an enjoyable build, is it fun to pose, and does it have a cool design? The Strike Freedom falls short on 2 of these. While the Strike Freedom comes with one of the largest individual part counts of any PG due to its design, being a mobile suit plus a backpack, these parts are diluted more throughout the whole kit than on other perfect grade kits that are just a mobile suit. For example, the leg and foot design is simplified compared to something like the Mark II, which has about 137 parts making up the inner frame. The Strike Freedom has 70, almost half that. The added backpack Dragoon system has reduced each individual section's parts count, but since there are more sections, the overall kit's part count has increased. So it takes just as much engineering to design the Strike Freedom, but each section is getting less time and less parts as there's more work to be done overall. It's reverse synergy. Now, with that said, the build process is dull, as each section is less detailed and there are more sections to build, about half of it being the Dragoon system, which is both repetitive and tedious. Add to this the very high level of stickers required on the Dragoon system to make it presentable. This wasn't a fun build. The key to posing the Strike Freedom is the Dragoon system, as it accounts for almost half of the kit's weight and boasts 120 stickers, which raised many eyebrows, as you'd only expect to see this from a super deformed or a high grade kit. Is Bandai being cheap? Well, To be fair, I think it's more of a weight issue. Any heavier and this backpack would take away what little freestanding posability the Strike Freedom currently possesses. Also, the individual Dragoons are attached on a hair trigger which needs little invitation to pop. While the kit can strike some great poses, it's a chore to set up, plus the use of the display stand is a must. Posing is mostly an exercise in patience and gentle force. The Dragoons are attached on a number of delicate parts. While not brittle, any misplaced pressure could damage them. The practicality of the Dragoon system makes it a failure in my opinion. Beautiful to behold, but irritating to deal with. This kit's strong point is its looks, assuming you like its design. While comprised of different types of gold, 4 if you include the stickers, just about all of the unsightly gold is hidden. Although, if you prefer to show off the inner frame, then the choice of gold will be a very big disappointment. Now, there isn't much else to say, in this case as pictures speak louder than words. The one gripe I have with Bandai is its inconsistency with water slide decals. Personally, I think every PG should ship with the option of both. You can see the difference here on the VF25, which is using water slide decals, while on the Strike Freedom we have stickers. The edges are very easy to notice, but that aside, the Strike Freedom is one of the most impressive PGs to look at, especially in full burst mode. So would I recommend it? No. It's hard work, but well worth the effort, which sounds like a contradiction, but there are kits out there where you can enjoy the build as well as have the end results. Plus the inner frame is a very big letdown, so for those reasons, no. Now with that being said, I do think it's the best representation of the Strike Freedom Bandai have released in any scale, and if you want a good Strike Freedom, then this is a great kit, but you will have to put in the effort to make this kit great. So this was me with another review saying Sláinte.